Welcome children, welcome to lecture number 2 of square and square root of class 8 maths. In my last lecture, first lecture, I just discussed about what is the meaning of square and what are the properties of square numbers and how to together we solved the exercise 6.1 also, right? Each and every property I explained, together we solved the exercise which is related to that property that we solved in the exercise 2, right? And now we are going to see next thing, that is meaning of square we have seen, and then properties of square number we have seen, and we solved the exercise also. Now we are going to do the next one, third part of the concept, that is finding a square number. So how to find the square of a number? Here I had just I'll explain with 3 different methods so that easily you can find the square of the given number, which is the common method. That is, normally we will do multiplication. Any number given to you means you multiply with the same number, then you will get the square of the number. For example, here I have taken 24. 24 is the number. You have to find the square of 24. So what we will do, 24 multiply by 24, you will get 576. Normal Joe multiplication. That way if you multiply it, you will get 576 is the answer. This is common method which usually you do. But what is the another method? That is second method is of column method. This common method normally it takes time and you can do mistakes in multiplications too. That way some troublesome is there in this common method. If it is a bigger number, 3-digit number or 4-digit number, you may do mistakes over there. If it is single digit or a 2-digit number, you can easily do the multiplication. When it comes for the bigger digit, that time you will face problem to solve the sum. So next method is of column method. In this column method, I am going to make the number in 2 parts. If 24 is there, this 24 I am going to write in 2 ways. That is the a squared 2ab plus b squared. Here you should know what is a and what is b. Whatever the given number, from that only we are going to select the a and b. So first one is the a and the second one is the b. Means a value is equals to 2 and b value is equals to 4. And then you know the identity which you learned in the class 8 itself, algebraic expressions mein. Identity 1, that is a plus b the whole squared equals to a squared plus 2ab plus b squared, right? That only we are going to use in this column method. So here a you know that and b you know that. Now I divided as a column here. So a squared 2ab and b squared I wrote it. A squared means a value is 2, 2 square. 2 square is 4 for me. And then 2ab means it is 2 multiplied by a multiplied by b. And 2 multiplied by a is 2 and b is 4. So 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 4. And then b square. B square means 4 multiplied by 4. That is 4 power 2. So 2 power 2 means you know that it is 2 into 2, 4. And then here 2 into 2 is 4. 4 into 4 is 60. And then 4 square means 4 into 4 is 60. Now, what you have to do, whatever the last one, unit digit, that you are writing as its. Okay? If the second digit, 10 digit is there, that 10 digit number will be added with the second term. Second last one, that is middle term. With the middle term you have to add it. So this value is 16. When you add this 1, it becomes 17. So in this again we are going to write the unit digit, and with the whichever the 10 digit, that will be added to the next number. So 4 plus 1 become 5. Now this 5 will write here. So 576 is the answer. I hope this is clear. We can solve it in another one sum so that it is easy for you. Suppose you are taken another number, right? By column method, if you are going to solve it, we will take another number. For example, here I am going to take the another number, that is of, instead of 24, I am going to take Suppose 54 is there, right? What is the first step? First we have to decide what is A and what is B. So A is 5 and B is 4 here, right children? Now you have to divide in the column. What is the first column? A squared, and then 2AB, and then B squared. This is the column B. So A is 5, so 5 square. 2 multiplied by A will be 5 and B will be 4, and B squared means 4 to the power 2. Right children? Now 5 power 2. 5 power 2 means it is 5 into 5, 25. Now here if you multiply 2 into 5 into 4. So 2 into 5 into 4 is 40. Right? 2 into 5 is 10. 10 into 4 is 40. And 4 to the power 2. So it becomes 4 power 2 is 16. What I said? Unit digit will be written in the last one. Unit place. And whichever number left, that will be added here. So 40 plus 1, it becomes 41. Now this 1 will be written in the second place, tens place. And which number is left, that will be added here. So 4 will be added with 25. It becomes 29. So answer will be 29, 2916. If you multiply 54 by 54, you will get the same number. Right children, I hope this point is clear for you. Column method is clear. But only difficulty in this method is we could not use the 3-digit number. Suppose if it is 124, then we will find difficulty to find the square of this number. That time we can use the diagonal method. It's very simple and you can use any digit in this one. But how to use the diagonal method, that I will explain. If it is a 2-digit number, here I had taken the same number 24. So 2-digit number means you have to make 2 by 2 column. That is square should be made 2 by 2. If it is a 3-digit number, suppose 576, like that, answer is 576. Suppose you have to find square of this one, 576. 3-digit number means then 3 by 3 matrix should be made. Square will be made 3 by 3. So here only 2 numbers are there. So I made the 4 square. 2 by 2, 4 square. Now given number should be written in this one. First you have to make the square. It is a diagonal method. So first you have to divide the diagonal. Diagonal wise you will divide it. Now you wrote the number. Now what you have to do, these two numbers should be multiplied and write in this diagonal. Right? 2 multiplied by 2, it's 4, single digit. So the 10 place is 0. So I wrote as 0 and 4. And the next number, 2 4s are 8. Again 10 digit here it is 0. So 0 and 8 I wrote it. Now we come here, 4 multiplied by 2. Again 4 should be multiplied with 2. So 4 2s are 8. Again 10 place is 0. So 0 and 8. But here you see 4 multiplied by 4, it is 16. So 16 I wrote it like this, 1 and 6. Now we divided the diagonal wise. So how to add that one, that I will show it. This way, if you divided diagonal wise, this diagonal wise. So here whatever comes under that, that you are writing first. 6 is alone, so we are writing the 6. And next diagonal if you move on, here you check it, 8, 1 and 8. You have to add all this number. So 8 plus 1 is 9, 9 plus 8 is 17. Out of this 17, this 7 will be written here. This 1 will be carry over to the next diagonal. So if you take this diagonal, here 4 alone. So 4 plus 0, here 0 plus 4 plus 0. So 0 will be added with any number, you will get the same number, 4. But this 1 also comes here. 4 plus 1 is 5. 576. I hope this point is clear. Now come to the next one. 3-digit number is there. Suppose for example I had taken here 123 multiplied by 123. I already told if it is a 3-digit number, you have to take 3 by 3 square. Right? So I made it 3 by 3 square. Number will be written here 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3. Now you have to draw the diagonal so that you can write the number easily. right? I drawn the diagonal already. Dotted line, I shown the diagonal. Now, what we have to do? First row with the first column, right? So 1 multiply by 1, it is again 1, 10 digit places 0. 1 into 2, 2, 10 places 0. 1 into 3, 3, and 10 places 0. The same way you multiply here. 2 into 1 is 2, 2 into 2 is 4, 2 into 3 is 6, 10 place all 0, so I wrote it 0. Now come here, 3 into 1, 3, and 3 into 2, 6, again 3 into 3 is 9. Here 10 place is not there, so all 0. Now you have to go through the diagonal one. So if I draw this way, diagonal, this diagonal, if you see this way, only 9 is there, I wrote the 9 first. And second row, come to the second one, 6 plus 6, 12. 12 means I have to write the unit place only, and the 1 will be carry over here. If you carry the 1 here, 3 plus 4, 7, 7 plus 3, 10, and this 1 comes here, 11. So I wrote the 11, 1, and next 1 will be carry over here. So 2 plus 2, 4, and that 1 will be added, 4 plus 1, 5. Again, when it comes to this diagonal, only 1 is there, that 1 I wrote it. So the square of 123 is 15,129. So here I shown 3 method, which is easy for you, that way you can follow it. But common method जो है, it will be useful for single and 2 digit, and easily you can do it. When it comes for the column method will be useful only for the 2 digit number, and diagonal method is more simple and easy. We can use it for any digit number. It will be very simple and easy for you. Now moving to the next concept. After finding a square of a number, now you know using 3 method you can find the square of a number. Now we are moving to the next one, Pythagorean triplet, right? I'll explain Pythagorean triplet. Before entering to that, first you should know what is Pythagoras theorem. Then only we can easily understand this Pythagorean triplet. Which are the numbers satisfies the Pythagoras theorem, that all Pythagorean triplet. Triplet means it is 3. So triple means 3 numbers. So here we are going to take 3 numbers. That 3 number which satisfies the Pythagoras theorem, that numbers are called Pythagorean triplet. To find out that 3 numbers, one trick we are going to be used. That is, whatever the number is given, that number should be, if we make the number in the form of 2m, m squared minus 1 or m squared plus 1, then we can easily find out the triplet number. So first you should remember the Pythagoras theorem. What is Pythagoras theorem? We are taking a right angle triangle. In that, longest side is called hypotenuse, and which makes the 90 degree to the base. So that is perpendicular, and the base is given. So when you find the square of the hypotenuse, that value is equals to square of perpendicular as well as the base square. So sum of this perpendicular and base square is equals to square of hypotenuse. This condition should be satisfied. That is, hypotenuse square is equals to base square plus perpendicular square. For example, here I have taken 3 numbers, 3, 4, 5. We are going to verify whether it will satisfy the Pythagorean triplet or not, theorem or not. So whenever we are given the 3 number, among that we are going to take the greater number as the hypotenuse, right? So 3, 4, 5, among these 3, 5 is the greater number. So I am going to select this 5 as the hypotenuse. So 5 square, that value is equals to sum of 3 square plus 4 square, means then we can say this number is a Pythagorean triplet. So 5 square means, what is the value of 5 squared? That is 25. And 3 squared is 3 into 3, that is 9. Plus 4 squared is 16. If you add for 16 plus 9, you will get the answer 25. Both the way we are getting the same number. So it is satisfying the Pythagoras theorem. So it is a triplet, Pythagorean triplet number. We can say 3, 4, 5 is a Pythagorean triplet number. For example, one more number we can take and make you understand clearly. Here I had taken 6, 8 and 10. So if you are taken 6, 8, 10, among these three, 10 is the greater number. Yes, so 10 squared will satisfy 6 squared plus 8 squared. So 10 squared is 100 and 6 squared is 36 and 8 squared is 64. So 36 plus 64 become 100. So both the way we are getting the same answer. So it satisfies the Pythagoras theorem. So it is a triplet number. But in exercise the question is asked like that. Write the Pythagorean triplet whose one member is. So one of the member only given. So we had only one number given. We have to find out the rest of the two numbers. For that we are using this trick. Right? Whatever the given number, that we are considering as 2m. This, why we are selecting this one as a 2m? Why not m? This question may arise in your mind. If you are selecting that one as a m, then we have, when you find the value, you will not get the proper answer. So whatever the number is given to you, that you consider as 2m or m square minus 1 or m square plus 1. Given number itself shows that it will a square number or not. Right? So 2m is equals to 6. Now we are finding the m value from that 3. So now next two number we have to find out. For that we are using this trick one, m square minus 1 and m square plus 1 we have to find out. So m square minus 1 means it is 3 squared minus 1. 3 squared is 9. 9 minus 1 is 8. Right? Now next number, to find the next number we are using the trick m squared plus 1. So m squared is again 9. 9 plus 1 is 10. So now we got the triplet number. One member already given, that is 2m is given for us 6. And next two numbers we find out 8 and 10. So now 6, 8, 10 is a Pythagorean triplet number. Using this concept you can solve the exercise 6.2. Exercise 6.2, it is find the square of the following numbers. Here you can use common method also, column method also, otherwise you can use the diagonal method also. Out of these three methods, any method you can use it and solve. 32, 35, 86, 71 and 46. Here I solved, we can solve one question here. Rest of the question I hope you can solve it by your own. Right? So here one of the question I am selecting it, 86. 86 I am going to solve by diagonal method. It will be easy for you to solve. So two numbers are there. I have to make 2 by 2 square. So 2 by 2 square, first I am making it 86. So first 8 and 6, here 8 and 6. Next step is I have to make the diagonal. So first I am making the diagonal over here, so that easily you can write the numbers over there. Now what we have to do, 8 into 8, 64. So 6 will be here and the 4 will be here. Right? 10 place and 1 place. Again 8 6 are, right? 48. So 4 and 8. Here if you come 6 and 8, 48, 4 and 8. So 6 6 are 36, 3 and 6. Now what we have to do, we have to go by this diagonal wise. Right children? So first one is unit placement, only 6 is there. So 6 only come. Right? And then here in the second diagonal, if you take it, 8 plus 3 plus 8. So 8 plus 3 plus 8 become 19. So I have to take the unit number only. So 9 I am writing here. This 1 will be taken to the next diagonal. Okay. In the next diagonal it will be 4 plus 4 plus 4. So 4 plus 4 plus 4 is 12. 12, this 1 will becomes here. So it is 13 for you. Out of that 13, my unit place is 3. That 3 will be right here. And 1 will be carried to the next diagonal. Next diagonal it is only 6. So 6 plus 1 becomes 7. So 7, 3, 9, 6 is the value of square of 86. Right? I hope this is clear for you. Now you can solve the question number 1. Rest of the questions by your own using the any one method. And question number 2. Pythagorean triplet. For this, already I solved one question, question 6. That is 6 I shown here for you how to find the triplet of this number. And the second question is that 14, 16 and 18 for you. In this you can use any one number. Suppose I am taking 14 is the value. Here this given number is taken 2m as 14 for you. From that m value you have to find out. So m is equals to 7. Now other two member you have to find out, so that is m squared minus 1. M squared means it is 7 squared, it is 49 minus 1, that is equals to 48. And next one is m squared plus 1, that is 49 plus 1, that is 50 for you. Right children? Now we got all the three number, that is 14. First one what is given, that you have to take it, 2m. So 14, 48 and 50 is the triplet number. I hope this video is clear for you about the exercise 6.2 also, and how to find the square of a number also, and Pythagorean triplet also. Thank you for watching the video children. In my next video I will explain about the square root. Thank you.